There are some persons who, when they see person at first, the kind of character they will display will even make one to be so skeptical in doing anything serious with them. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. Into this episode, let's dive into African lady who got married to a Chinese husband, but presently she and her husband they are in the land of Tanzania. In the beginning, he will note that her Chinese grandmama has won the heart of her African lady. Who on earth will not be so much pleased when you have this kind of Chinese grandmama or your mother-in-law? She has played a vital role in the life of her African lady, and many were like, they don't know how it started. Some that just came here new don't know, and they want to know a Chinese grandmama. Well, it's that a Chinese grandmama has a son, and the son is being married to Lahu, Feli's sister. Well, it's that they are not in the Chinese environment right away because they have to serve some certain government protocol. I call it government protocol years. They have to serve it. But always standing, you see, the beginning was love. The beginning was pure and true love which has been displayed. There are some mother-in-law who just come to their son's wife house and they'll start doing trouble. I call it trouble, yes. You don't start doing misbehaving. Some will even start like is that moment they will start feeling sick all of a sudden. And I think such mother-in-law should just stay by. If you're the type of mother-in-law, you should just sit by. Don't even attempt to be traveling to any of your son's house because you actually going to cause chaos and cause division among the home. But you see the transparency and the pure soul being found in by our Chinese grandmama. African lady is so much blessed to have gotten this kind of mother-in-law who is so calm. Too, there was some time she had an issue. Yes, issue will probably come, but how do we react to it matters a lot. Is it the issue that persistently come and come and come? But we note that all through our African lady was with our Chinese grandmama, it has been hot mores. She tried her possible best to ensure that she do the cooking, and even till now taking care of the son, she's still doing the cooking and the cleaning. If you know that what she's doing is of no value, please just try and cook just one day. I mean 3 square meal one day. You know that a Chinese grandmama sacrificed a lot for her son. That shows pure love. She loves her son so much, and also she loves her African lady as well. You see the presence of a African grandmama, the two lover birds, the two pure soul, in fact, the two sweet soul, calm soul have come together. We don't have a kind of grandmother-in-law. There are some mother-in-law that do tend to be so quiet. But if they'll be so quiet in the sense that you not even like notice anything they are doing until when you calm your head down, you know that something is fishing out somewhere. They can display for Africa, I'm telling you. But we have here African lady. When you see them, you'll be able to know this is the kind of person they are. This is the kind of person this person is. You can note that her African grandmama, she's just a peaceful soul. A two peaceful soul coming together. In fact, it's just sweet. Mwah. That is why you are seeing that you note that there is success, and for our Chinese grandmama to allow his son to go build a kind of big gigantic building in Africa calls for a great applause for her, and that shows the kind of human being she is, and that shows the kind of soul she's made up of. Some people are just angels being sent from above down to humanity to help and also to create a kind of godly atmosphere which people to learn from. Why some persons, let's leave that for another day. Well, you know that when Lahu gave birth to our child, our African grandmama have to travel all the way from Tanzania to the Chinese government to see Our daughter, yes, this is the first fruit of of our womb, and she just want to see and also to do the amogolistic amogo. You know that African grandmama and also with a Chinese grandmama, other members of the family, there were a lot of should I say hate on ground, and that made it more easier for her to heal more faster. Yes, during her baby's childbirth, there was a lot of assistance and a lot of care that was being given, and that made her to heal faster. Why there are some persons who are not opportune, to have a kind of aid or a kind of assistance. Some, they have to do it themselves between them and husband. Well, if you are in that category, well, we want to say kudos to you, because it's not easy. It's not an easy task. Pregnancy is not should I say child's play. You're bringing a soul into the world. It's not something that one should just jump in without first contacting the creator, your creator, and also making all available other things on ground. Some men appreciate their wife while some do not appreciate their wife. Are you the type of man, that don't appreciate your wife? How do you see your wife after giving birth for, let's say, 2 kids, 3 kids? We're not talking about 1 kid, right? Let's say 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, or 6 kids. Some goes to the extent of even giving birth to 8 children. Yes. How do you see your wife? Do you see her as someone that you don't want, or you detest her and then you feel you're not in love with her again, or you feel you're not moved or in love with her? You have to check yourself so well, because something must be definitely wrong with you. Okay, so if you are in that category, you just have to turn your back, then appreciate your wife, take good care of your wife. There are some men, just look at Chinese husband and also Chinese grandmama. They understood the fact and also understood the system of humanity, also understood the system of life. They appreciate African lady. Why for some they'll say, this one is this, is that, is that. They'll be looking for something that doesn't exist. Please, if you're the type I'm talking about, you have to repent and appreciate that which God has given you. If you're not ready, so why did you go and say yes, I do, to such to the lady? So I so much appreciate the Chinese culture and tradition for standing right and also enabling and making things more transparency for others who want to get married into them. I think the Chinese people are more like, they are more transparent, they are pure, and when they say A, their A is A, and when they say Z, their Z is Z. So I think more applause should be given to their culture and tradition for being straight, and that is one of the major key for living. Truth counts a lot in every human life. That African lady and her husband were blessed after all with a bouncing baby boy. Well, that a Chinese grandmama, not only did she keep her words, even till up to now, she's still on the move, taking good care and perfect care of our African lady son over there in the Chinese environment. Alright, this is where I'll be wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you're enlightened on today's package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed. And always remember, lovelies, stay good for now. Bye for now.